And what's going on? Today we are live with the one and only NFA Jayshawn and his co-host Jay Adams, aka Joseph Lewis. What's
What up? What
going
up?
on, everybody? Yo, today's an amazing day. You know why?
No doubt. Why
You
is
know
that?
why today's an amazing day?
Why is that? What's today?
Because the sun is shining again,
Yes.
but Trump is on the news. Kanye West is on the news. Jon Stewart is on the news. Everything is on the news. So
Crazy.
here's what's happening. I'm just going to bring it straight to you. All right. So we all know what happened with Kanye West, right?
Yeah.
Like he went on the interview, he started wearing KKK
Right.
outfits, he started wearing them Klan outfits, all dressed in black. A lot of people are supporting him though. Jay, a lot of people are supporting him.
Man, that's crazy,
A
man.
lot. They're saying that he wants to start up the Black Klan.
Man, he's crazy, man. I know people like that stuff, but that's crazy,
The
man.
Black Klan. And that's why he wore the black outfit.
Wow, that's crazy work, man. What you think about that?
I don't know, man. I, I, I'm just a spectator. I'm just the audience.
Right.
I'm just.
That's
I
it.
don't have an opinion about what that man does.
Right, right, right.
This is his form of self expression. This is his form of wanting to be heard.
Okay.
This is his cry out for
Thank you.
attention.
Yeah.
You know, this is somebody who's deeply troubled, and maybe he's not deeply troubled. Maybe this guy is trying to prove a point somehow, some way, but we're all not seeing it. I don't know. But all I can say is um I think somebody should go check on him. I think that if somebody's his real friend and they really absolutely adore him and they love him, go check your friend because there's a lot of people like that now. And personally, I've seen a few people like that in my life. And I'm thinking, now this is just me saying this,
Right.
all right? But I'm starting to think it's the drugs.
Hmm.
Okay? So I knew a guy, everything was good with
Right,
him.
right, right,
No problem.
right,
No problem.
right.
And then he did a drug and they found out that there was fentanyl in it. And he's struggling. He's struggling, and it's kind of like Kanye West.
Mm. So he ingested a
It's kind of
drug into
like
his
that.
body, and now he's having after effects from it or whatever. He's having negative. Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
like he acts a little like Kanye West, sporadic, impulsive, shocking, you know? And I'm starting to think it's the fentanyl because there's a lot of guys
Mm.
like that now. And who knows what's in, um what is it? This weed or
Right.
cocaine. Who knows what's in these
Yeah.
things?
Who knows?
And they're trying to make them stronger now by adding fentanyl. And the vapes that are being sold on the streets and not in the stores, the ones that are being sold on the streets, they're finding out that those have fentanyl in it. Um, and that this fentanyl is just making every drug times 1,000. So all I'm telling you guys here is that be careful buying street
Hmm.
drugs. If you're a smoker, go to the dispensary, know where you're getting your stuff from, do your own research. The guy selling it on the corner for 25 what, an eighth or whatever, it ain't worth it because he don't even know where he got it from. And then when you do it, like, oh yeah, I got it from the dispensary anyway.
Right.
Or maybe it ain't from the dispensary. Maybe it's some cheap ass weed from China.
Crazy.
So yeah, I'm just starting to think, man, that this stuff is really like in everything. And it's starting to screw up the kids, especially like the clubbers, the people who back in the day who used to pop pills and go to the club. Now those pills are filled with fentanyl.
Yeah. I mean,
Those ones are the most at risk. Little teenagers going to raves, and that's who really be getting it a lot. That's who really be ending up in these mental asylums. That's who really be ending up, people having to check on them. People, that's who really be ending up doing like homicidal shit, suicidal shit. You know, it's this fentanyl, and maybe they put the fentanyl in the streets for a reason because they trying to control the drug market. So don't buy from the streets, buy from the stores.
right. I think it's all twisted, man. It's just all evil. Kids shouldn't be doing drugs
I think,
anyways. Um,
yeah,
this is coming from a father,
yeah,
man. I have multiple kids. When I look at my kids and I see people now out here in LA, they in their 30s, burnt out, gone, brain cells gone. Youngsters, man, y'all need to stay away from them drugs, man. Period, man. I mean, I know you want to have a good time, but like I always tell one of my kids, I always tell them, man, look, if you can't shake depression without that crazy stuff, you need to go get some help, like
yeah,
professional help. Like I'm like, all jokes aside, these drugs have gotten out of control. That's just my opinion, man. I
yeah.
just feel like everybody is trying to get somewhere they don't need to be, feel something they don't need to feel. And Malcolm X used to say, man, and I know America hates when I say this, but you guys killed him. And those chickens he was talking about coming home to roost, if you know anything about chickens, if you've been in the South or Midwest, I don't care where you live at, if you've ever raised chickens, I don't care what a chicken does and how far a chicken clucks. Chickens always come home to go to bed. And those chickens Malcolm was talking about, they're coming home to roost, and you're seeing them in your children now, America. So thank yourselves, America. That's just how I feel about it, right? Like, um, I feel very strongly about Malcolm X, and something I saw last night reminded me of him again. Shout out to the producers on bringing back Godfather of Harlem. Good show, man. Um, but a lot of us, man, look at this, man. 40 years later, one of my partners always says, America did a lot of things to get to be America. And one of those repercussions I feel now is, America is killing its children. And I said it just like that. Whoever came up with fentanyl, bro, when I saw first, I never will forget this. When sometimes fentanyl is so potent, when you can touch a drug and it kills you, that's crazy, man. I don't know what that stuff
That's
is.
crazy. That's crazy. You saw the
Yeah,
cop who went up. He just, I guess it was in the air or
that's
something
what I'm
like
talking
that,
about.
and the dude just passed
Just passed
out,
out.
almost died.
I don't know what that is. When you can inhale a drug or touch a drug and it kills you, why would you think ingesting it purposely into your body is a good thing? I don't get it, bro.
They said you could take. They said the size of a dime can kill a whole block,
That's that sounds like cyanide.
like a
Don't that's
dime, like a little, like a dime, like a little
bro.
tiny, like a coin, like that much fentanyl could kill a whole block. They were saying
Bro, they got cyanide, they got sarin gas, and they got fentanyl.
none of that did that shit.
So
Cyanide didn't even do that, bro. That's crazy to
yeah, it's
me.
crazy, man. And I just I don't get it. You know what I mean? And we're killing, America because it ain't got nothing to do with me. This ain't friends. We nothing. Um, America is killing its kids, man. All for the sake of gain, though.
America was sold out. We was sold out. Like China's just flooding America with this fentanyl. They're worse than the cartels. They make the cartels look like street thugs or
But you
something.
can't do what you've done to black and melanated people, bro. From Mexicans to Puerto Ricans to Africans being slaves, bro. Come on, man. What's this country built on, bro? You can't. I tell everybody, man, you can't build your house with dynamite and then expect it not to blow up eventually when a spark hits it. America was built on dynamite. This country was not built on anything good. I don't see it's one thing for us, man, that's grown. We're grown now, right? Like we said this before on this show, bro. You no longer have to do what you and I had to do. You don't have to go to the library, get a cue card, go find one book, go get another cue card, and go find another book. You only have to use
And
Google.
then make all that knowledge make sense to
Come,
you. Like, all
man,
right, oh, oh, okay, I get everything now. Now all they gotta do is go on the damn
phone.
phone.
You don't have,
They
man.
got it way too
It's
easy. Way too
way too
easy.
easy, man, to realize you've been bamboozled and you've killed everybody. I even feel like, and I know I'm gonna get in trouble for this, bro. I feel like they killed Cesar Chavez too. I always say that he didn't die of natural causes. That's just the revolutionary in me, and everybody hates when I say that. But anybody that's ever stood up and said something against what they put in place, and you can say whoever they is, you just look at who was in the room when it was created. It wasn't me and you. If they didn't look like us, I'll just say
Mhm.
that, right? They weren't melanated. And I'm just to the point where I'm calling a skunk a skunk. That mother sucker ain't a possum. It ain't a pretty little teddy bear. It's a skunk and it stinks. And you're getting a lot of the ramifications now. And it's kids dying because they feel they gotta have a drug. And then it's gotta be stronger.
Yeah.
Man, when I learned, bro, and it's scary because I'm really contemplating my son not going to high school and playing football, going to either going to private school, homeschool, or I got to babysit him every day. When I found out how many youngsters are actually doing drugs, vaping in middle school, we're talking about sixth, seventh, and eighth graders.
We ain't
We
had
ain't
that.
had that,
We
bro.
ain't
We was
had that
smoking fake
luxury.
tea.
We ain't had that
We might have
luxury.
stole mom's
We had to go
cigarettes.
all the way down the fucking street just to smoke some bud, then go all the way back to school because they was so loud. Now
Bro,
they get to hide them in these vapes and shit. You see what I'm
in their
saying? I'm
backpacks. Go
about to
to the
like quit
bathroom.
smoking vapes. Yeah, I'm about to quit smoking vapes myself because honestly, it's getting out of control.
Yeah, man.
It's just getting out of control. Where are all the vapes even
We
going?
don't know, man. Nobody knows.
Like
Nobody knows.
when you throw them in the garbage, where's the landfill for these
Nobody
things?
knows. Nobody knows. We don't know. It's always like what Truth says. What are you gonna do? We don't know. We have no idea
We
where
don't
this
know.
stuff
We
is
gotta
going.
know. We gotta find out where's the vape
Where is the vape?
landfills.
Hey, bro,
I hate
man.
not knowing things.
Hey, man. I tell everybody, man. Look, if you're gonna smoke vapes, you gotta almost know not just where who's making it, right? You almost gotta watch them make it because you have no idea what's in that cartridge, man. You have no idea what kind
No,
of metal they use. You don't know what they put in that oil. You don't
no,
know none of that. You
none
can't
of
know.
that.
You can't tell me you know because you don't. You don't know. You're not making it.
And listen, I'm one of the guys that are going through that myself. These vapes, they're highly addictive.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, I got
are.
a friend, man. He's
They
like
are.
me. He got ADHD, right? And I ain't gonna say his name right now, but it'd be funny because every time he gets stressed out, we'll be on a video conference and he got the vape in his hand. He can't help it, bro. It's highly addictive, man. Because your body becomes in your brain. I think it's something in your brain where it becomes like almost dependent on it, right? And every time my man gets stressed out, I get it, bro. I get it. You know. Trust me, I get it.
There's a million reasons for us to get stressed out, but God, thank the Lord, He gave us something that can't nobody take away
Hmm.
from us. And that's called meditation. All you do is close your eyes and you can get way higher than any drug can provide you. And I
Yeah,
know
you got to
that
tap into that though. But that's real, bro.
myself
That's
firsthand.
facts.
You know
You
what I
know,
mean? And then that other drug that's out, that trank.
I'm not up on that one. What's going on with that one?
Whoa. This
What is that even made of?
okay, so fentanyl is super
Right.
dangerous, right? Trank is dangerous too. But it ain't like
Mm.
fentanyl. This trank, what it does is it's a type of steroid that they're taking.
Mm.
And I believe it's a horse steroid. And
Mm.
it's all over Philadelphia right now. Like the streets of like the city of Philadelphia. There's like a whole block designated just for these guys. And they're falling all over
It's
the
crazy work.
place. They're all high on it. It's like heroin times a million. And
Damn,
they
bro.
love it so much, it's way cheaper than heroin. It's like $3 a bag,
That means it's artificial.
$2
All of it is
a
artificial,
bag.
then, bro. Because where are the poppy
Well,
plants at?
check
Ask
this
yourself that.
out.
Where are the poppy plants at? Right.
This ain't even dope.
Come on.
This
That's what
ain't
I'm saying.
even
What is
dope.
it?
So now check this out.
It's crazy.
It's like a horse steroid. Now, here's the worst part of this. This drug goes into the bone of your body, into the bone of your body, and makes you dependent on it that much. And now, after it does that,
Yeah.
it starts eating your skin. And then it go after it has no more skin to eat up in that area where you injected it, it starts to eat the muscle. And then after there's no muscle to eat, it goes for the bone. This is
That's crazy work,
crazy.
man.
And they have to chop off their legs just for it doesn't spread all over their bodies. So if it's in that area, then they chop off their leg. And then here's the thing, after they done chopped off their leg, or they chopped off their arm, or they chopped off whatever they chopped off, right? They keep doing it because they're that addicted to this trank.
So people are going,
So
that's
this is the
crazy.
new. I always knew when I was a kid that there was gonna be worse drugs in the future. I was like, yo, what are they gonna be called? It's probably gonna be called like Zoink or like Zonk. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was it gonna
It's
be
crazy,
called.
man.
You know, maybe it's gonna be called Nitro, right? I
Right,
didn't
right,
know.
right.
But now it's called Trank and Fent. And you guys got to be careful with these things. If you're like a young
Yeah,
kid,
yeah, yeah.
teenager, and you're with your friends, and they like, yo, this shit called trank,
Mm.
or I got that tran, or I got that tr, or I got
Yeah, that's
that
crazy,
t.
bro.
Hey, listen, stay away from
Stay
trank,
away.
kids. Stay away from trank. Stay away from fentanyl, cocaine. They making cocaine look like candy cane.
It's not candy
They
cane.
making and you know cocaine is
Yeah,
terrible, right? But this trank and fentanyl makes cocaine look like candy cane. It's that bad. It's that bad. Stay away from drugs, man.
hey,
This shit is not even drugs
hey,
no
just stay
more.
away.
It's not even drugs. It ain't
Yeah,
even a drug no more. This straight
yeah.
toxic. Stay away from
Toxic
toxics,
waste.
please,
Toxic
guys.
waste, man. That's what it is, man.
It's
Toxic waste. That's what drugs are
it's
today. It's
toxic
toxic. Toxic
waste.
waste, man.
Well, listen, man, this is all we got for you. This
Indeed.
show is brought to you by West Coast Heavies and Jiku Shop today. Go shit